You don't feel mentally weak because you're actually weak. You feel mentally weak because your mind has been quietly working against you for a long time. And the worst part is you don't even notice it happening. It shows up in small moments. You sit down to do something important and suddenly your brain feels heavy. You tell yourself, I'll start in a minute, and that minute turns into hours. You make plans, big ones, the kind that could change your life, but when it's time to act you hesitate. You overthink. You delay. And then you hate yourself for it later. You watch other people stay consistent, stay focused, stay disciplined, and you wonder what's wrong with you. Why does everything feel harder for you? Why does your motivation disappear so fast? Why does your energy feel so unreliable? It's frustrating, because deep down you know you're capable of more, but your actions don't match that belief. So you start labeling yourself lazy, undisciplined, mentally weak. And once that label sticks, everything starts to feel like proof of it. You skip one task, see, I can't even do this. You lose focus, my brain is broken. You fail once, this is who I am. And slowly, without realizing it, you stop trusting yourself. That's where the real damage begins. Because mental strength isn't about how strong your thoughts are, it's about whether you trust yourself to act despite them. Right now your mind feels like noise. Constant, overwhelming noise. One thought telling you to work, another telling you to rest, another reminding you of past failures, another creating imaginary worst-case scenarios. It's exhausting. So you escape. Scrolling, watching, distracting yourself. Anything that quiets the noise for a few minutes. But when you come back, it's louder. And now you feel even worse. Because not only are you stuck, you're also aware that you're stuck. That awareness hurts. But here's the truth most people never tell you. You don't feel mentally weak because you lack strength. You feel mentally weak because your brain has been trained to avoid discomfort. That's it. Every time you avoid something hard, your brain learns something. This is dangerous. Stay away. Every time you choose comfort over effort, it reinforces that pattern. And over time, that pattern becomes your default. It's not that you can't focus. It's not that you're lazy. It's that your brain has gotten too good at protecting you from discomfort. But here's the problem. Growth only happens inside discomfort. So now you're stuck in a loop. You want to improve your life, but the moment it feels uncomfortable, your brain pulls you back. And it feels so natural, so automatic that you assume it's just who you are. It's not. It's conditioning. Think about it. When you were younger, you didn't overthink this much. You didn't question every move. You didn't need perfect motivation to act. You just did things. But somewhere along the way things changed. Maybe you failed a few times. Maybe you got judged. Maybe you started comparing yourself to others. And slowly your brain shifted from try and learn to avoid and protect. Now every decision feels heavier than it should. Even simple things feel like a battle. Not because they're hard, but because your mind is resisting them. And resistance feels like weakness. But it's not weakness. It's fear. Fear of failing again. Fear of not being good enough. Fear of proving your own negative thoughts right. So instead of taking action, you stay in your head. Analyzing. Planning. Imagining. It feels productive, but it's not. Because thinking about change is not the same as creating it. And deep down you know that. That's why it hurts. Because part of you is watching yourself waste time, and you can't seem to stop it. But here's the shift you need to understand. You don't become mentally strong by fixing your thoughts. You become mentally strong by changing your relationship with them. Right now you treat your thoughts like commands. If your brain says, I don't feel like it, you listen. If it says, this is too hard, you believe it. If it says, start later, you obey. But your thoughts are not instructions. They're suggestions. And most of them are biased toward comfort, not growth. So the first real step is simple but not easy. Stop waiting to feel ready. Because readiness is a feeling. And feelings are unreliable. Action has to come first. even if your mind is screaming against it. Especially then. You don't need to win the whole day. You don't need perfect discipline. You don't need a complete transformation overnight. You just need one small moment where you don't listen to the voice that wants you to quit. That's it. One decision where you act anyway. It could be something small. Sitting down for 5 minutes. Starting before you feel prepared. Finishing one task without distractions. It won't feel amazing. In fact, it might feel uncomfortable, even pointless. But that's the point. Because every time you act despite resistance, you're sending a new message to your brain. This is safe. I can handle this. I don't need to avoid it. And slowly that changes everything. Not instantly, but gradually. The noise in your head doesn't disappear overnight. But it gets quieter. The resistance doesn't vanish. But it becomes manageable. And most importantly, you start trusting yourself again. That's what you've been missing. Not motivation. Not discipline. Trust. Right now, when you make a plan, a part of you doesn't believe you'll follow through. And that doubt kills your momentum before you even start. But every small action you complete rebuilds that trust. You say you'll do something and you actually do it. Even if it's tiny. That's how mental strength is built. Not through big dramatic changes, but through small consistent proof. Proof that you can rely on yourself. Because once you trust yourself, everything changes. Decisions become easier. Focus becomes stronger. Discipline becomes natural. Not because life got easier, but because you stopped running from discomfort. You started facing it. And that's the real difference between feeling mentally weak and being mentally strong. It's not about having better thoughts. It's about having better responses to those thoughts. Your mind will still doubt you. It will still try to pull you back. It will still look for comfort. That never fully goes away. But you don't have to follow it anymore. You can hear the thought and still move forward. That's control. And it starts with something very simple. The next time your brain says, "I'll do it later," pause. And do it now. Not perfectly. Not fully. Just start. Because every time you choose action over avoidance, you break the pattern that's been holding you back. And the more you break it, the weaker it becomes. Until one day you realize something. You're not mentally weak. You were just stuck in a loop. And now, you're finally stepping out of it.